Welcome to Russia, the largest country on Earth. A place so vast it has 11 time zones. It stretches from the lively cities of the West, where people hustle, to the endless forests of the East,
I'm lonely.
where they survive winters, wolves, and occasionally bears who mind their own business. Life here, it's rarely easy. But it's always full of stories, chaos, and something we like to call soul. In this video, we're not diving into politics, leaders, or the usual headline noise. Nope. Today, it's all about the people, the real ones, the loud, the quiet, the odd, and the brilliant. So, who are Russians, really? We're going to talk about 5 types of Russians. Each character brings a piece of the puzzle. By the end, you might not understand Russia better, but you'll definitely be more confused, in a good way. Number 1. This is the babushka. By the way, babushka just means grandmother in Russian, literally. Your mom's mom, or your dad's mom. Either way, she runs the family. She may look small, but don't be fooled. She has survived more than you ever will. Wars, 5 economic collapses, 11 presidents, and 1 particularly rude neighbor from apartment 42. Babushka doesn't just sit on the bench. She meets up with other babushkas. Every day, same spot, same time. They sit, they talk, they judge everyone who walks by. Her superpowers include diagnosing illness just by how you cough, growing potatoes on a balcony the size of a shoebox, and turning slippers into precision-guided weapons. In Russia, everyone loves their babushka. It's kind of a rule. She may scold you, overfeed you, and tell you to wear a hat in July, but she's also the one who raised half the country. Some say if a nuclear war ever happens, only cockroaches and babushkas will survive. And honestly, I'd bet on the babushkas. Do you love your babushka? If yes, like the video and hit subscribe. Let's show how many of us still care. Good job! You made a babushka smile today. Think that was intense? Oh, we're just getting started. We've got 4 more Russians to meet, and trust me, they only get weirder from here. Number 2. This is a Gopnik, or, as I like to call him, the Slavic Pokemon. You'll recognize him by the uniform, full Adidas tracksuit, squatting like it's a sacred ritual, and always, sunflower seeds in the pocket. Born from the glorious chaos of the 90s, the Gopnik is Russia's unofficial mascot of survival, boredom, and zero job prospects. He's young, from a working-class neighborhood. No rich parents, no big dreams, just a courtyard, a crew, and a loyalty. He answers not to the state, but to his boys, and maybe his babushka. His hobbies include taking over playgrounds like it's real estate, squatting, judging your shoes, and if you smile too much, he will definitely ask, "Ты из какого района, clone?" But times are changing. Today's Gopnik might still squat, but he also has TikTok, trades crypto, and says things like, "Bro, it's all about passive income." Modern problems still solved with squatting. So next time you're in Russia and see someone squatting near a trash can in full Adidas, don't panic. Just respect the culture, and maybe bring sunflower seeds. Number 3. Meet the Patriot. Fun fact, Patriot in Russian is spelled almost the same. Patriot. It means the same thing, though he probably doesn't know that, because English is optional. But loving your country, mandatory. He isn't a politician, he isn't a soldier, but definitely a general in every online comment section. He's never been abroad, but he knows what they're really doing over there. He knows everything about geopolitics. How? He reads the news every day, from 5 different sources, but only trusts the one that confirms what he already believed. He can argue for 6 hours straight, about things nobody asked and nobody wanted to know. He argues with everyone, his neighbors, his coworkers, his own family, including the cat. The Patriot doesn't just love Russia. He loves loving Russia. And anyone who doesn't, he'll try to convince them. The Patriot loves everything Russian. Russian music, Russian food, Russian shampoo, even if it smells like motor oil. He keeps saying, "Only domestic products," while sitting on his IKEA couch, scrolling Twitter on an iPhone, with a Made in China sticker on the back. He's stubborn, loud, sometimes exhausting. But deep down, he just wants his country to be strong, respected, and maybe, just maybe, for someone to finally like his patriotic memes. Number 4. Meet the Russian woman, the one they all talk about. People often say Slavic women are some of the most beautiful out there. And our beautiful lady. Okay, maybe not that beautiful. I swear I tried to draw her pretty. Let's just imagine she looks great, all right? She was born during a snowstorm. It's a girl.
We never cry.
Since that day, she never cried. As a kid, she didn't play with dolls. She raised them, made them soup, put them to sleep, yelled at them for not wearing a hat. She grew up fast. At 11, helped cook borscht. At 13, carried a 10-liter bucket of water. At 16, broke up with someone for not liking her borscht. She wasn't the kind of beautiful you see in magazines. She was the kind of beautiful that made everyone sit up straighter when she walked into a room. When she looked at you, it felt like she already knew your blood type, your browser history, and who raised you. Men tried to win her. Some brought flowers, others credit history and working kidneys. All left eventually. She's too cold, they said. She's too distant, they whispered. She didn't laugh at my meme, one even cried. What they didn't understand is that she's not cold, she's cautious. It takes time for her to open up. She doesn't fall in love fast. She doesn't do butterflies. She does slow tea, long walks, and making sure you're not an idiot. Because behind that distance, behind the sharp tongue and steel look, there's a heart so warm it could melt snow in Yakutia. She's not waiting for attention. She's waiting for the one who won't run away before spring. Number 5. This is the rich Russian. This man, he looks expensive, a little bit like a gangster. No, not enough. Still not it. Perfect. He has so much money. His dog wears a Rolex on each paw. Now let's get serious for a moment. Yes, the rich Russian stereotype exists, but in reality, he's the exception, not the rule. Less than 1% of Russians qualify as truly wealthy, millionaires or higher. Most people live regular lives with regular jobs, far from gold-plated yachts and private jets. So why does this stereotype exist? Let's be honest, Hollywood loves this guy. He's in every second action movie, thick accent, custom suit, helicopter on standby. He's rich, dangerous, and always drinks vodka like water. But that's the movie version. Now let's talk real life. Where did the actual oligarchs get their money? After the Soviet Union collapsed in the early 90s, Russia had a big problem. How do you turn a communist economy into capitalism? The answer? Privatization and a lot of chaos. The government started selling state-owned companies, oil fields, factories, power plants, all for cheap, really cheap. Like, buy a national gas company for the price of a used car cheap. Officially, it was fair. In reality, a small group of smart, connected, and sometimes ruthless people grabbed everything. They didn't just get rich, they became oligarchs. So yes, some of today's richest Russians made their fortune not in tech, but by buying Soviet factories when the price tag said, "Take it, please." Now you've met all 5 types of Russians. Which one was your favorite? Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you next time.